Hey everyone, my name is Sensei Ben Ginsburg. I'm about 18 years old. I've been practicing martial arts for 10 years. I've been here at Team Karate Centers for about 8 years. I'm a second degree black belt. I earned my first degree in 2010 and my second degree in 2012, and I've been also teaching here for about 2 years. And I want to talk today about how martial arts has been a positive influence in my life, specifically that it's been a pillar of support. And what I mean by that is that martial arts provides this very strong foundation for my life. Something that is safe, something that is constructive, that in my dark moments that I can turn back to. And as a part of my identity, martial arts is a way that I can explore all the different parts of myself that I may not understand yet, but with this kind of background, I can explore them safely and positively. And I consider martial arts very much to be one of those fundamental parts of my identity, the same way that Judaism is part of my identity, the same way that writing is a part of my identity. That these are the real keystones to what makes up myself. And when I think about the main aspects that martial arts has granted me in these different areas, I think most of all about how it's built up my confidence and how it's made me a confident person. Now, confidence is usually sort of generalized to be a very vague term, but in my mind, it consists of three main aspects. First, that when I'm practicing martial arts, I can apply myself as much or as little as I want. I can set my own standard. Now in school most of the time, other people set standards for me, and often they're much lower than I would wish for myself. But when I'm practicing martial arts, I can excel to what my limits are, and I can push them as much as I can. And when it goes into other aspects of my life, then I'm confident enough to explore what are the outer limits of what I can do in everything, in education, in writing, in my interactions with other people. What are the best things that I can do, and how can I push beyond them? Now, the second thing that I've learned from martial arts is how to handle fear in an appropriate manner, and how to handle failure in an appropriate manner. And we learn here at TKC, don't be afraid of the ground. And to that effect, we learn how to fall properly. We learn grappling techniques. We learn that the things that society sort of teaches us to be afraid of are not things that need to paralyze us in dark situations. And this affects, like I said, other aspects of my life as well. When I'm in school, if I don't do as well on a test as I may have wished that I would have done, other of my classmates will freak out, will start getting incredibly stressed and anxious, and be super scared of the next test when it comes down. But for me, I just say to myself, this is okay. I can accept this. I can make sure that this doesn't happen again through study, through practice, through all those other aspects. I can talk to the teacher, I can do all those things. And again, that factors back into the first aspect. When you're not afraid of failing at something, you're more willing to take risks, to push your boundaries, to explore new things. And the third aspect of martial arts confidence that has really been a great resource to me is having the opportunity to teach here. Now, I teach mostly junior students and teen students, and along with all of the myriad of aspects that go into teaching itself, which is one of the hardest things I've ever done, I've also been able to become a role model for these younger students. I'm probably one of the youngest teachers here, and in that respect, I think that the other students see me as someone who's a little more accessible, someone who they can see themselves becoming in the next few years of their lives. And that means that I'm always conscious of how I'm presenting myself to them. And not just within the studio, but also outside. And I'm conscious of how I present myself to anyone that I might meet on the street. That I'm always a representative of martial arts, of Hapkido, of Team Karate Centers. of everything that I consider myself representative of. And I'm conscious of the way I act, the way I walk, the way I stand, the way I talk. Everything factors back into I want to give the best possible impression, that I am someone who can earn your respect. Not necessarily, not that I deserve your respect, that I can earn it over the course of my interaction with you. And all those three factors have contributed to making me a more assertive, a more confident, someone who really wants to make a positive impact on the world, regardless of what my path is in martial arts and everything. And that's really what confidence is for me. And that's how Team Karate Centers and how martial arts has boosted my confidence over the past several years.